You know, 25 years ago when I started making duck calls, we made them one at a time. Nowadays, you know, there's people out there that are buying duck calls that are already made, they're mass produced, and people don't even know how to make duck calls, and they're selling them. And you know, the duck call industry has changed a lot. There's still a lot of people out there that like to make them one at a time, and there's an art to it. You know, there's about 2 or 3 woods that make the best duck call, and this is Coca-Cola right here. Coca-Cola is one of the best woods. It comes from South America, Mexico, and it makes an excellent duck call. Another one is Bodark. Another one is African Blackwood, and each one is a little bit different. The Bodark would be the softest, the Coca-Cola would be about in the middle, and the African Blackwood would be the loudest. And it's because one wood is harder than the other. So, you know, whatever kind of call you make, you want to pick your wood accordingly. You know, after you choose a piece of wood that you want, you turn it down into an insert, and that's what I'm fixing to do. That thing's ready to go. You know, once I get it in this shape, then I go ahead and dip it and then get ready to cut out on the bandsaw. Now the barrel of the duck call, the part that you blow through, doesn't mean as much as the insert. But what the barrel does is the longer the barrel, the deeper the pitch on the call. And the shorter the barrel, the higher the pitch on the call. So I'm going to go ahead and drill one out right now. This is the first step. You get your block and you drill your hole through it. Now this barrel has a 5/8 hole in it, and it goes on a tapered mandrel. This is a mandrel here, and so the further it goes up there, the tighter it gets, and it locks in right there. Then I'm going to put a brass band on there and start turning this barrel and fit the band to it. Now that's a rough finish for a barrel. We have the band started on there, and I'm going to press the band on now with a press. Now after we've put the band on it, we went ahead and pinned it, and I like to put 3 pins in it, and I branded the end with the name of the call, and you know, this thing's ready just to sand and dip, and then it'll be a finished call. And then the next step is tuning it. And you know, you start with the reed, and I like to find the upside of the reed, the part that bends out in the middle goes down so that it bends in the call the same way that it bends on the table. If you turned it around, the bow would come in, turn it back around, and most calls work better with the bend up. You place the reed all the way to the back of the cork slot, and then put the cork in, pull it all the way to the back of the cork slot, and hold on to the reed until you get completely finished. And then just clip the ears. And give it a try. And that's just a little bit hard to blow. And if you want to make it just a little bit easier, just clip a very small amount off. And it doesn't take much. You know, I try to put as good a finish on these calls as I can, make them look as good as possible. But I spend a lot of time tuning the call to suit the hunter. And the call that I sell the hunter is going to be equal to the call that I put around my neck.